You're listening to America's Diesel Podcast.
Do you know how much money Ford lost this year from their EV program?
$69 million.
More.
Did I send you that article?
About them losing $5 billion.
Okay, no, I don't know if it was that. Oof.
Double check me. I'm pretty sure it's $5 billion.
Was
No,
this
they're-
like an article or?
I just saw this on. Actually, I listened to it on Morning
$2
Wire.
billion.
Is it $2 billion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
From
That was
Illumina-
right. Yeah, $2 billion.
One of my favorite pages on Instagram. Shout out Illumiduty. Just Illumiduty. That's the name of the page.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ford's EV business lost $2 billion in 2022, offset by big profits in fleet and legacy units.
Yeah. So
basically, they only.
again, internal combustion is subsidizing electric vehicle production.
Key points. Ford Motors said Thursday its electric vehicle business lost $2.1 billion. That's B with a B.
Yeah.
In 2022 on an operating basis. That loss was more than offset by $10 billion in operating profit between its internal combustion and fleet businesses. So basically, the normal engines are
It's
subsidizing.
like a pet project for
Yeah.
Ford.
The financials are the first detailed look at EV profitability as Ford unveils a new financial reporting structure.
Fortune.com says Ford projects its EV division will lose $3 billion in 2023
Just
after losing $2 billion in 2022.
ouch.
My favorite part about Ford unveils a new financial reporting structure.
Yeah.
Hey, these numbers aren't looking real good.
Let's
Hey,
do-
let's just let's figure out a new way to do this math so that it works out. Fast forward a year, you've lost more.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, who did the financial planning?
Yeah.
They're fired.
Freaking $2 billion
And
lost.
projected to lose 3.
And they're gonna lose another Billy next
Projected
year.
another 3, right?
Another
Yeah, another
In
three, but no,
23.
another Billy over the already 2 they lost.
Yeah. Well, it's
So in
It's-
2 years, in 2 years, $5 billion.
Yeah. it's March and they're already projecting a 3.
Yeah, we're like, we're just not gonna we're not gonna make this
They
one.
can't even give the whole well, it's been a hard first quarter, okay, but
Yeah.
things are turning around. Like, nah, man. Like,
No,
it's-
next year is looking shittier.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets worse.
Ouch.
And yes, I said that the way I meant to say that.
Yeah.
Because the normal saying is, it's going to get worse before it gets better. Like, no, it's going to get worse before it gets worse.
Yeah.
Oof.
Wow.
This week's podcast episode is brought to you by Fuel Bomb Diesel Additive, an additive designed for diesel enthusiasts, made by diesel enthusiasts. Ben, take it away.
Hell yeah, dude. So this is our in-house Fuel Bomb fuel additive for your diesel truck. Our biggest thing here is making sure that you can pretty much always have diesel additive on you all the time. You've got a lot of other additives out on the market that they have, anti-gel in there all the time. They have cetane in there all the time. They end up being big and bulky bottles. Our standard everyday diesel fuel additive is 1 ounce per 32 gallons, and that's its main job is to make sure that your fuel system stays lubricated and prevents the formation of algae. And it should also help you in colder climates too.
Should definitely help you in colder climates. Along with cleaning your fuel system and maintaining it, it'll also help you bump that cetane number up for a more efficient burn of your diesel fuel. And if cetane is just what you're after, there's the Fuel Bomb Hellfire, which is our straight 8+ cetane enhancer.
Yeah, and you guys asked, and we brought them back. We did go away from the bottles that didn't have the measuring little parts in there. We brought them back for you, so now you can measure out your 1 ounce per 32 gallons for the F-Bomb or 4 ounces per 32 gallons for the Hellfire.
Both these additives are available on our website, dieselpowerproducts.com. Now let's get back to that episode. Yeah.
And on that bombshell, well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. This has been Tyler from America's Diesel Podcast, coming from Spokane, Washington. Greatly appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure and check us out on Google Play, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can find us on by searching America's Diesel Podcast. You can also find us on Instagram. We do go live on there every Wednesday right around 5 p.m. Pacific time. We film these episodes two times every Wednesday, and usually between those two, we go live on Instagram. So come have a beer and chat with the boys, talk a little bit of shit. Also, check out our Facebook group. It is America's Diesel Podcast -the group. There are 3 questions you must answer, many right answers, many wrong answers. I am the only person who checks those, so answer accordingly. reviews, Tyler.
Oh, yes. Keep those reviews coming in. Leave a 5-star review on any of the platforms you listen to this podcast on. Screenshot that review. Send it to podcast@dieselpowerproducts.com. Make sure you include a picture of your truck and an address so we can send a decal to. It looks just like the logo on our caps.
Damn. Now, if you need parts, make sure and check out dieselpowerproducts.com. Anything you see on there with the quick ship logo, Tyler's pulling his hair out checking for it, but it's there. Congratulations, Honey Badger. You're back to normal shipping times. You were at 3 days, then it was 2, then it was 1. You're back to normal.
Yeah, sorry about that deleted cart 3 days in a row. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. By the way, my new furniture looks great. Thank you for buying it. Appreciate your card information. I'm just kidding. We don't do that.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke. We know him.
Hey.
But yeah, if you see that quick ship logo, make sure and don't hesitate. Hit that go button. It's ready to rock. And if you're placing an order online in the order notes section, type podcast so I can tally them up. Let the guys upstairs know that we are down here helping people buy parts because money makes the world go round. If you missed out on that or you're talking with a sales technician, also tell them you're a podcast listener or shoot me an email, shoot me a message, a DM. Let me know you placed an order. I'll find it and tag it and make sure that counts towards the podcast because I'll be honest, guys, we greatly appreciate that. And I'm in those meetings where we talk about those financials, and every time we talk about them and the number is higher, my head gets bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, fucking winning.
Yeah.
No EV products over here, baby.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
We're over here just winning.
Yeah.
Just fucking cashing checks and snapping necks.
Bigly.
Bigly, tremendously. Tremendous ammonious.
Oh,
Bigly.
bigly.
Yeah.
So I saw on Instagram a Duramax set the land speed record while towing a trailer.
Full of dildos. Just kidding.
140, what was that, 141?
Yeah, it was 140 something.
Okay, I think we can beat that. First of all,
I sure hope so.
what truck in our fleet would you use to beat said record?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, I would want something low and lean. Don't have any of those.
Yeah.
I would.
Can any of our trucks actually go 141 with their gearing? I mean,
I'd say probably not because we are a sucker for overgearing things. So most of our stuff is basically petering out. We would have to change the. I kind of would want to do the F450 just because the
10 speed.
The 10 speed, yeah.
Yeah.
But Long John Silver has the 10 speed too.
Yeah.
So, and if we put the F450 back on stock tires with 617 gears in it, do really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't really do too well the high speed
Yeah.
part.
Well, it got me thinking, like, I want to break a world record. There was, I started looking through, like, world records, like, with trucks.
Mhm.
For some reason, forklifts came up. But the fastest forklift is, like, 75 miles an hour.
That's terrible.
Which would be, it would be terrifying in a forklift. Rear steer.
No suspension.
No suspension, dude. Like, first of all, how'd you get that forklift to go 75 fucking miles an hour?
And did it have the tongs on the front?
I don't know. I just read it, but it was top
Can
speed.
you imagine hitting a bump, the tong bouncing up?
Dude,
just like it hitting the
you
ground?
accidentally turn it a little bit.
Yeah.
That shit's going that's going to go south real quick.
It's a bad day.
That's a bad day. But in all seriousness, what truck would you use for to the trailer? I would have, it would be
It's
any shitty
inconsequential.
trailer, right?
Yeah. I would probably do Long John Silver.
And we'd have to shoot for like 150.
Yeah, we would have to. None of the trucks as they sit could be used. I'll be honest. Like
Right.
none of them are even capable of really like let's say we used our fastest truck on fleet right now is 007. So if we were to nail that all the way up, I guarantee the top speed on that. What?
Do you know what we should do?
What?
We do have a Duramax back there.
We do.
We should put-
have a roasted LB7.
We should put like super, super tall gears in it
Yeah.
and just go for it.
I mean,
Go for the record.
But I mean, it's got Allison 5-speed in it, so we would probably need to figure out a way to get that thing into like a double overdrive, a 6-speed conversion or something like that.
Just do rear gears just for this one time
Mhm.
because we don't need 4-wheel drive. As long as we can get it up to 150,
150.
dude, we'd have a world record.
Yeah. Put some like 33-inch tires and some like 290s or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Just
Somewhere we'd have to like
just
we need like a full on 1 mile run up.
yeah, like we're like burning the transmission up as it's getting
Yeah.
up to speed. But then once it gets up to speed,
It's
you're good to
going.
go.
Yeah.
Where's your sheet? We need your sheet to see if it because could we figure out?
What speed at what ratios?
Yeah.
I don't have it with me, but I'm trying to see if I could like get an estimate, like if I have any paperwork on my phone where I could do an estimation on it, because I remember the factors of it.
Yeah.
Because the factor that everybody forgets about is 336.18 is what you end up multiplying somewhere in there. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
I can see the equation in my
Yeah.
head, but I'm trying to remember what
Yeah.
parts are what. Maybe. Can you and Corey talk while I grab my laptop?
Yeah, it's gonna be loud first. Yeah,
That's
open
fine.
it up. Yeah,
Okay,
do
be
it.
right back.
Let's let him open the door first.
Yeah. Ah! So, Corey,
What's up, dude?
what's up? Don't ask me about music because I didn't listen to any of it.
Actually, I was
so-
going to change it up on you.
Okay. Or what?
I want you to give me a song.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Everything you probably have heard everything that.
I don't know. You could surprise me. I'd let you know if I heard it.
Well, okay. I need to think about that then.
You
I
got to
was-
think about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen, I like listening to music, but I'm not like someone who could just be like,
Here's
blah,
a
blah, blah.
song.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
So yeah, I'm not like you guys that can like list off 30 different bands and 50 different songs.
I was kind of sad last week because I thought I had like a good one for you.
The one you gave me?
No, a different one.
Oh,
But it's okay.
yeah.
I got it in the back pocket for when you're ready for another one.
So your film festival thing you're doing, is it like over? Did you win? Did you? Or is it
We won't
still...
find out until May.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
if we get in.
Oh, if you get in,
Yeah, so they'll
it's like a
play
preliminary.
they'll play the top 15 at the Bing.
Ooh,
So we'll see how that goes. I got to
gotcha.
do some changes tonight after the podcast and
Yeah.
resubmit. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting.
Yeah. That's cool.
But I am having a hell of a time trying to find a place to store a trailer,
Yeah.
and I don't know why. I mean, I know why, but I'm content with like outdoor.
You don't have any room like backyard or no?
I wouldn't even be able to back it into the backyard.
Really?
No, it's just too skinny.
Yeah, that's an issue.
And
That's an issue.
Jesse's like, oh, just leave it at my place. And I'm like, I don't want a 2-hour trip just to go get my Toyota.
Yeah. No,
Like,
yeah.
that's
no.
an hour your way and then an hour back. It's like,
Where's the Toyota now? Is that your house or
It's
is
at
it
my
his?
place.
Is it your place?
yeah.
And it's done. It's driving, ready to go.
I just got to put a seat in,
That's it.
seat belt, and call it good.
And you got that event coming up. When's that?
Last week of July,
Oh, okay.
last
So,
weekend of July.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
time's pressing, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think the only thing left is getting a helmet because we have to have helmets, DOT certified helmets. And then the last, like, I'm going to probably replace the battery anyway, hook the winch up, and then fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
So
A couple little things. No big
small
deal.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, a couple $100, but should be pretty easy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I am stoked to like sit in that Toyota though. Now that it's like the seats moved back further, like
Like customized for you.
yeah, we moved it back like an extra 6 inches.
Did you?
Yeah, Ben's coming.
God.
We'll put Ben in on this too. He'll have to listen to whatever you give me.
Okay. Yeah, he'll probably. Yeah, you guys. Corey wants me to give you guys a song to listen to.
Oh, okay.
I don't have it yet though.
Okay.
So maybe by next week.
That was productive.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next week.
Okay.
Next week.
Oh.
We'll get her dialed. You get that.
My name's Ben. I play with spreadsheets.
Got a laptop.
Oh, he's getting serious.
Oh yeah. Here we go. We're gonna try to figure out what truck we need to use to to break this world record.
And I think I have individual gear ratios written down or in here as well, so we can figure out if we'll actually be able to get moving.
Yeah, perfect. That's important. That's important.
Okay.
But I think that would be probably the best truck to start with, just because it's. Listen, it'd be super cheap to do. This would be a shop project. The shop project.
Fixed vane turbo, V8. You know, fairly low displacement size for the V8, so it lends itself to higher RPM.
Yeah.
The only part where you really kind of lose out is the torquiness of the bottom to get things moving. But
Let's face it, though, that trailer in the video is not a heavy trailer.
No.
That's like a 3,000 pound trailer max.
and when I say to get things moving, I'm more so just worried that like there's a distance limit. Like you got to hit the speed in a certain.
It looked
certain
like he was.
distance.
Let me pull it up. This dude was. I'm pretty sure on the like salt flats. How do I use this?
Just so you know, Tyler's talking on his phone. He's holding his phone. How do I use this? Yeah.
No, he's on some sort of sandy situation. How many of you hold the unofficial record? It's a little single axle freaking trailer. Looks like a LLY.
Let me get my sheet pulled up here. Sorry, this probably isn't the most exciting part for you guys, but we're going to crunch some numbers and figure some cool shit out right here.
Yeah.
Are you serious, Tyler? You can't think of any song to recommend right now?
No. I already explained it to Corey. You'll have to listen to the podcast to get my.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Just go ahead and cast me out in the cold. All right.
No, I'm the kind of guy that I'm not like you guys where I could just like list off a band and a song, and you know, like you guys could sit there and talk for a freaking hour about music, and I'm not that dude.
To be fair, I think it could be longer.
Yeah. Sorry,
Dick.
I just want to beat a world record, dude. I want Guinness Book of World Records to come out and have a guy with a clipboard and a stopwatch and
God, it's gonna
give us a certificate. What we got?
I have to move this all into
Oh, come on.
into Google Sheets.
Enable
It's-
editing.
I can't because I don't have Office on this computer.
My Lord.
I'm using like our really, really old computer, which no one wants to put any money into, including myself. Don't worry. We'll be good. We'll be good.
Let's see what's out there for pickup trucks for Guinness World Records.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of monster truck stuff. I was trying to think of like another world record. Like you could, you know, longest burnout. That's kind of lame. I don't know. I feel like that one's overplayed.
Largest
Okay.
parade of food trucks.
Yeah.
So my factor was off. It's 336.13. I said 1.8. Sorry, guys.
Damn it, Ben.
Okay. The lowest gear ratio I have on here is 355s. I don't know what the lower gear ratio is for an 11.5. I want to say it's probably like a 290. I bet you Randy's would know.
Yeah, let's see what they got.
Randy's worldwide.
But then we could just go with a taller tire in the back.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
yeah.
So let's see what we're working with.
Compensate here.
Yeah. Live action for you guys. Well, as live action as a freaking podcast can be. Chevrolet model.
I like how Guinness Book of World Records calls it fastest caravan tow. Like they're on the British talk. Fastest caravan tow, 141.998 miles per hour.
I hate how they list these things. Chevrolet. What is it, a K2500? K20?
No.
Well, they don't have Silverado on here.
Is there just pickup?
No, I gotta do like a. Oh, year
That's
would
why.
probably help.
Yeah.
You think we can yeet the Duramax 85 feet and 3.62 inches?
Probably figure
That's a,
something out.
that's a big jump. She ain't coming back from that one.
No.
She ain't coming back.
Let's see, GM 11
Figure we can ute it 85.
We can figure something out. Maybe a trebuchet.
I mean, if you only get it like 6 inches above the ground for 85 feet.
That's actually harder.
Yeah.
That's really hard. That's a lot of velocity.
No, I know, but it's easier on the suspension than being 30 feet in the air, fucking coming down. Ring and pinion sets. Come on, what can we get?
Oh, easy. Fastest speed for a truck driven blindfolded.
We could do that. How much? What's the speed?
119.7.
Oh, dude, we could do that on a country road.
So lowest I've got is 342s, at least from Randy's.
342s. Okay.
342s.
So we have 2 potential world records we could beat.
So
Is it
3.42.
blindfolded as in no help, like from a radio, like, hey, turn a little bit right, turn a little bit left?
Let's view it.
Yeah, we need to figure that out. I want to beat a world record.
Mike, who is blind, is a multiple record holder.
Cheater!
Doesn't say.
Like, if someone was in the passenger seat going like, hey, a little to the left, a little to the right, keep it right there, hold it, floor it, go, 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 a little to the left, a little to the right.
Right.
Like, I feel like we could do that, like, today.
like leave here immediately.
Yeah.
Barley juices in tow.
Blindfold one of us and send her. Do you got it, Ben? What are you doing over there?
Dude, I'm working on it. All right.
Let's see. Oh, this one. No, that one's a little tougher.
I also feel like if you're at like the salt flats and you're blind, like just send it, dude. You're fine. You got plenty of room.
It didn't transfer over the function.
It's a ramp. Highest ramp jump for a monster truck.
Yeah, I see monster truck stuff, so we can't be doing that. We're not trying to break anything. We're just trying to break a record. That's the only thing we're trying to break.
Hang with me, guys. Don't worry. We're getting there.
Do 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 do.
That's 16 plus. Longest distance driving in reverse.
Dude, I saw one that was there was a guy that drove his lawnmower. He has a world record for the longest lawnmower travel, and it was like 15,000 miles. Took him like almost a year
Wow.
of just straight driving his lawnmower around. Do people do crazy shit for world records?
Longest jump from platform to moving truck.
So yeah, see that's
Only 14 feet.
how fast. 1 mile an hour? I'll do it.
I don't think that matters. I don't think the speed matters other than making sure you land.
Well, if you're only speed does matter. I mean, if you're going 50 versus 1, I mean, there's a difference.
Let's see.
Right now, there's a bunch of numbers and symbols that's appearing above Ben's head
Right.
as he's
It's like the hangover scene.
yeah. Come on. Why don't you tell people what you're doing right now?
Bingo. You want me to tell people?
Yeah,
Like,
the calculation. Yeah, let's get technical. We hardly get technical.
so I am calculating what an RPM will be at a given speed using gear ratio, the desired mile per hour, the final drive ratio of the transmission, the factor. It's just that's all I know it is. The speed conversion factor that everybody's like. I tried to look up one time how the number is calculated, and I was like, fuck it, I just know the number is.
Yeah.
So this is the one variable that I do know, but it has to be in the equation. I just call it the factor. It is 336.13, and then also using tire size, and then using tire diameter, and then using that to calculate what the RPM will be at that point. So once I have that calculation saved in here, if I change the gear ratio, it shows me what RPM will be for that speed, whatever. If I change one thing or multiple things, it always tells me what RPM. I want to know what the RPM is. That's what I want to know. So I can, if I know the 5 or 6 different gear ratios for a transmission at a given speed with a certain tire size diameter, I can find out what speed you'll be at roughly doing that.
Okay.
I
you
made
done?
this like 6 years ago.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, so we
This
want
is my
150.
Hold on, this is my favorite part about
Okay.
Excel. So I just did that whole calculation for
I know
one.
you drop it down. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Okay, so 150 miles an hour. That's our goal.
let me get rid of some decimals here. We don't need that many.
I'm serious. We need to bring this up to the big guys. Be like, we're gonna beat this world record. We have Guinness come out. You
Okay.
guys are gonna film it?
So here's some numbers. I'm calculating with 342 gears, which according to Randy's Worldwide is the lowest gear ratio we can get for 11.5.
Fair enough.
33 inch tall tire. I figure that's a good way to start.
Yeah.
33, whatever.
Okay. we probably have some Outback. We
yeah,
could just
the
throw on there.
The final drive ratio on an Allison with a 6-speed is 0.614.
Is that a 5-speed though?
It is a 5-speed, but we're not going to get there. I can already tell you looking at the number, we're not going to get there with a 6-speed.
Okay.
Or with a 5-speed. So final drive ratio on an
Which
Allison
we would end up probably doing on that truck
conversion
anyways.
anyhow.
Yeah.
So the final drive ratio, since the 6-speed Allisons are a double overdrive, it's a 0.614 final drive.
Okay.
Using the
Okay.
factor 33 inch tire for 150 miles an hour,
Yeah.
we would be at 3,208 RPMs.
Oh, she's singing.
Oh, she's. Dude, well, hold on. 3,200 RPMs on a Duramax. It's a V8. Like,
Yeah,
it's fine.
That's what I'm saying. She's singing.
Yeah, she's humming.
Yeah. Dude, we're there. So all we need to do is do a 6-speed conversion and put 33 in 342. We don't know even what gears are in it. It could already have 342s.
I bet you it's got at least 373s in there for some reason. I don't know. I just imagine 373s.
Possibly. What if that's 355s? Can we change that?
It doesn't. Randy's isn't the
They don't
lowest.
have a-
The lowest one they have. Well, why would you want it 355s?
Just if it already has it in it.
Okay. Well, it's easy enough to calculate using my sheet.
Yeah. Just throw those in there. The RPMs only go.
3.55.
Seriously, we should bring this up. Be like, listen, we're going to have Guinness Book of World Records come out here.
I mean, it only brings it up to 3,330 RPMs for 150 miles an hour.
Perfect. Okay.
I got another world record.
Okay, what you got?
Most consecutive pull-ups between 2 moving trucks.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, does he do it?
35.
Okay.
Do we have
That
someone
sounds
that
like a
can do
Jean-Claude
35?
Van
Yeah. We would need someone that, and again, is speed a factor?
It
They don't
just said
say.
moving truck.
Gear ratios. So let's find out if we'd even be able to like get moving on our own here. This is what keeps me up at night, guys. This is when my wife rolls over, like, "What are you doing on your phone?" She's probably thinking I'm looking at like titties or shoes or.
Yeah.
or I'm
Looking up final drive ratios.
Looking up, and I have Google Sheets on my phone, so I'm like throwing stuff in boxes and calculating it out and making. I'm like, are you okay? I'm fine.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. Okay. So. First gear 3.1, 1.81, 1.41, 1.71 for fifth gear. It's first overdrive. Final 0.614. Okay. So first gear. I basically need to make one of these almost for every gear. Let's move this down a little bit. Give ourselves some room.
So as long as we can get moving, this is totally possible.
Yeah, and so I'm going to do a quick calculation of 33-inch tires on... Well, 33-inch tires on 342s. What would have been... We're not that far out of spec.
Then we'd be fine.
No, we'd be fine. We'd be totally fine.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I need to calculate that shit. We'll be
Yeah,
fine.
we don't. Yeah.
It's a known good because
Yeah.
if they make those gears for that truck, that means it
It's-
would have had at one point. And 33 is not a ginormous tire.
No, it's probably got close to a 33 already on it.
Stock would have been maybe 31 and a half, 31 and a
Yeah.
quarter or something like that.
Yeah, so we're not
No,
going
we're,
up.
we're fucking golden, dude.
Yeah.
Golden. Put like a
Okay.
for something like that. Would we do a low stall or high stall converter?
I don't even fucking touch the converter.
This is spiraling out of control.
No,
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I love it.
I don't. We don't even need to touch it.
Yeah. Now, just for shits and giggles, what if we put a gear vendors on it and we cut this in half? Cut our final drive in half.
Again, I don't think we're going to need it. We just need to find now a stretch of road
That's a lot.
that we can go 150.
What is that? That would be. Final drive, what that would be. 0.307.
I think it'd be like 2,200 RPMs at 150.
1665.
1660 less than that. My lord, we don't. Again, we don't even need that. Okay, so we have the truck. We need to check the gear ratio. Put 33s on the back. 6-speed conversion. Hook it up to a trailer, and let's get Guinness's ass out here. We just need to figure out a spot to do it.
We should probably put some steering on it. Just saying. Truck's got like 400 and something thousand miles.
All it needs to do is do it. Well, maybe
just
like
needs to do it
twice.
once.
It might be twice. I don't know.
Hold on, but also don't die.
Yeah,
That's a factor.
Yeah.
That is a factor.
that is a factor.
Yeah, yeah.
But again, all the steering components would be something that would be done to the truck anyways. So it's not like
Mhm.
you're building a truck for one thing and then redoing everything.
How funny would it be too if we like literally did not even put gauges in it or anything?
Just sent it.
Just fuck. It's just a
And
GPS
you know what
speed
the funniest
calculator.
thing would be about the whole thing is it's a Duramax.
Yeah. Like, why'd you guys do this? I don't know.
Yeah, we had one.
We had one.
Yeah, because well, we know for a fact that you know, like your 7.3 ain't going fucking 150. And we know that our other trucks, they ain't fucking going 150
No. Well,
without
at
some
least
major changes.
I would have to be able to do 150 in that thing. I would almost have to have like a double gear vendors on there to be able to, because even if it's
well,
a
it probably has a
6-speed,
speed limiter too that we would need to take out.
that's easy.
I know that's easy. That's
That's
an easy
very
part. I
easy.
know I get that, but that it would be another thing that we have to take out. But
How funny
let's
would it
break
be?
some freaking records,
How funny
dude.
would it be too if we did it like with a stock intake on it?
Oh, 100%. I mean, this truck, just by
Stock
looking at
exhaust.
it, it's probably modified.
And just call Calibrated or call Corey, like, look, here's what I'm trying to do this tune.
Yeah. We're trying to pull a trailer 150 miles an hour and beat the Guinness Book of World Records. He'd be like, here.
Done. Like, I actually was already thinking about this for some reason. Here you go.
I feel like that out of all the truck world records, like that's one we could beat.
Mhm.
We could have our name on it. America's Diesel Podcast beats the towing speed record. If we just cause just
Just an upstairs.
just an upstir on I mean, come on. Let's do it.
I mean, I'm into it. This is fucking awesome.
I think it'd be a great video series for your little the shop.
The shop series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have one request that I am there because this is my idea.
Spokane man and his two friends beat Guinness World Book of Records going the fastest
In a
towing
trailer.
a trailer.
Yeah.
When they asked for their motivation, they said, I don't know.
Dude, we can hang that plaque on our wall in here.
do
Or
we
put
get,
it on our table.
do we get any sort of awards?
Yeah, dude,
like
you
real
get
awards?
a-
Do we
you-
get like, is there any monetary compensation?
No, not at all.
Oh.
I love how enthusiastic you were there.
Look, you get a certificate
Oh,
though.
yeah, certificate. That's tight.
You're in the book, dude.
And we're in the book.
We're in the book for that year.
Now my grandkids can be like, my great granddad and two of his fucking knucklehead friends.
Beat.
So little known the fact that a podcast, I know, right? It's like newspapers,
Yeah.
idiots, right? And they built a truck that
Yeah.
was, yeah, trucks were around back then
Yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah.
For no reason. And
for
they-
one task.
For
And that
one
is
task.
to beat the Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest caravan tow.
Caravan.
Yeah.
How did you come across this record?
Instagram.
Oh,
Yeah. Instagram, yeah.
We have to do some maintenance on the trailer. Probably get some better bearings in there.
Fuck it.
Fucking
just grease them up a little
like
bit.
I said, guys, only has to happen twice.
Yeah, I think twice. I don't know. Maybe a couple times. I don't know. There's a whole certificate, like you have to submit for it, and then you get like a form back you got to fill out, and then you schedule like an appointment with
They got to be there.
the guy's
And
got
they
to be
gotta
there with
do
his
it and
clipboard,
verify and all that kind of shit.
verify it and all that. Yeah. It sounds like the only obstacle at this point is a stretch of road.
It would be a salt flat thing. It would have to be.
We'd have to go down the salt flats.
Probably.
Well, okay. Again, as long as I'm there, because this is my idea.
I mean, I would assume for us to do that in that truck, assuming, the trailer is what, like 3,000 pounds or something like that.
I'll even drive it. I don't care.
We'd have to have at least 2 or 3 miles minimum.
You think?
I'm thinking more so of the slow down part. You do not want to be jamming on the brakes on a.
No, you coast. Just
Yeah,
coast that baby
that's the
to.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. And it would have to be a long stretch of road with not a lot of oscillations or anything like that. You want that trailer getting wiggly on you.
Yeah. Yeah. We throw some America's Diesel podcast decals on the trailer.
That's like 20 horsepower.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Helps with wind deflection as well.
Totally.
And boom, and we're in. We're in, dude.
I'm just seeing my wife's face right now. Me coming home.
You don't
all-
have to drive it. You have kids. I don't have
Oh,
any
no.
kids. I'll drive it.
Coming home all proud. She's like, what do you do? Like, we towed a trailer the fastest. And she's just looking at me. She's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, she'll be
You
saying
se-
that. Yeah.
Like, you serious? I'm like, I'm in the books, babe. Are
Yeah.
you in the Guinness Book
Are
of World
you
Records?
in?
I didn't think so.
Again, yeah.
Yeah. But guess
100%.
what? We are.
Yeah.
Boom.
Speaking of Duramax,
Yeah.
guys,
By the way, the garbage needs to go out. Okay.
how dare you treat a world record holder like that?
Yeah. I don't know if you heard, but I broke a fucking record.
Yeah.
Lady. Sorry. I'll take the trash out right now.
Yeah.
Want me to rub your back too?
Speaking of Duramaxes,
Uh-huh.
you know how we always give guys shit about their heavy offset wheels? I know you guys have seen the video. Have
Yeah.
you've seen the video?
I even did a response to
the
it.
Duramax losing its I'm assuming it's a Duramax because
It is.
Okay. He loses his front driver wheel, and then
Okay.
like some Kia Soul comes up and hits
just-
the wheel
it
and just launches into the air, dude.
I
The
have
car,
not.
dude, it is wild.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah, it's all over right now. But and when
Yeah.
there's 2 things on that video that one of them, okay, everybody was okay. Just want you guys to know that. But there's 2 things on there that are interesting.
The
One-
tire comes back at him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
My favorite part is the end after the car said, like, it literally, the car gets launched 15 feet in the air.
At least.
And rolls. Luckily, again, everybody's okay. But the tire like is out of frame. The car settles to a stop, and the tire's like bonk. And hits
Comes
the
back
car.
for one more.
But that's also where you see that the tire still has the brake rotor and the wheel bearing and the lug
Yep.
nuts all attached to it.
Yeah.
Which that means your fucking unit bearing went bye.
Dude, there is a guy. I'm gonna assume it's a guy. Might be, I don't know, might be a he, she. I'm not sure. I see him almost every day I drive home. And I want to say it's black. It's a black truck, Duramax.
Is it the widest wheels you've ever seen in your life?
Dude.
I
And
see
they
it
are
too.
completely out of the wheel well.
I'm almost positive because I mentioned that to Mark earlier.
Yeah.
I think that's a chick, and I think it's a gasser.
I don't know.
It's a 2500 for
I
sure.
only see him pass me. It's a 2500 for sure, but my God.
What the?
Did you see that? Isn't that wild? Just the fact that it launched like a 4,000-pound car vertically,
That's what
like
a little
into
bit
the
of,
air.
little bit of launch angle and trajectory will do when you got a lot of velocity. Changes that real
Freaking
fast.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine being in that Kia like, doo-doo-doo-doo. You're sitting there, you're like, everything's fine, going a little fast on the freeway.
Yeah, I'm in the
doo-doo-doo-doo.
fast lane.
And then, like, you don't even get like the cars are stopping. I should stop too. Or watch out, here comes the car. Just, boom! In the van! Ah!
Because that truck is like going faster, so the tire is already going this way.
Yeah,
And so when it gets in front of the car, it just picks it up and it sends it.
yeah. There's
Just
no way
catapults it.
around that. Like, you're in just, Oh, I think it was just Talladega Nights. He's like, I'm in the air, upside down.
Yeah, I'm in the air.
Yeah.
Oh
Not
no,
good.
it's not good.
Not good.
And there's nothing you can do with that.
There's
No.
nothing you can do.
Hope you're wearing a seatbelt. That's it.
So the moral of the story: people drive trucks. You just need to drive trucks.
Yeah.
No, the real moral of the story is, guys, quit putting those stupid ass wheels on your truck. Freaking retarded.
Yeah. You know,
And
it's-
you could seriously, like, I wonder, I mean, I would assume his insurance is gonna be paying out on that one. But
Yeah.
I mean, ouch.
I mean, I could see his insurance almost like, 'cause, so I've never been in an accident to a point where something like that could happen. Like I could see almost the insurance company almost filing a lawsuit against the owner,
Yeah.
being like negligence.
Yeah, because that's unsafe to drive.
Totally.
It would make it even better if you had wheel spacers too.
I don't actually. He might, but those are some pretty heavy offset wheels. So
Yeah.
he probably did not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a
Do
bummer.
you think other Duramax people in specific
Uh-huh.
look at that video and go, mine stick out kind of far? Like, do you think they like second guess their
They might be looking
life
like,
decision?
I didn't think that would happen.
Oh yeah, nobody
I should go
does.
check my wheel bearings.
Yeah,
How much I want to bet all the
as you're
money?
an 18-year-old kid with a truck with 400,000 miles on it with no maintenance done whatsoever, and you just put you put $5,000 into your wheels and tires to get them to sit out
Mhm.
like that.
I can't tell you how many times I've talked people out of big wheels and tires. If they give me the chance to actually like have a
Yeah.
conversation with them.
Because some people you're not going to talk them out of it.
Yeah. And when I say big wheels and tires, I'm not talking like, because we run big wheels and tires here. We run, 20s on 42s, 20s on 40s, 42s, 38s, 37s, all that kind of good stuff. What I mean is like the super wide wheel
Yeah.
with a really skinny tire.
The 15
Where-
wides or
yeah,
whatever
15
they
wide,
are.
something
yeah.
like that. And I'll never forget the conversation I had with a guy that wanted to put like 16 wides, like with a super heavy negative offset on his truck. And we're talking. And I'm like, hey man, just throwing it out there so you know this thing's going to eat ball joints, going to eat wheel bearings. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know if you're going for a look, that's the look. But this thing's you're gonna have a lot of maintenance cost associated with that. He's like, it has to be reliable transportation. I got to do this, and this. I'm like, when I say this, and I mean this in the most like nice way, like you're gonna be replacing wheel bearings probably once a year, if not more.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how the roads are where you are, but there's a good chance this is you're gonna be doing wheel bearings possibly multiple times a year.
Those wheels are not light.
No, and I was like, and when something happens, it's gonna go bad real fast. And he's like, yeah, man, but just like all my friends, they got these big wheels and tires on these trucks, and it looks cool, and I want to, but they all have like extra trucks. I'm like, uh-huh. And the trucks that they have, like, I guarantee you, they're work trucks. They got stock wheels and tires. Uh-huh. How often are those trucks that have big wheels and tires on the back of a trailer going somewhere because the broker got fixed? He's like, all the time. I'm like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And I can hear the wheels turning. He's like, what do you think about 20 by 10s with like a negative 12 offset?
Much
I'm like,
better.
I'm like, my man.
Yeah, much better.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
that'll give you, definitely not a stock wheel.
Yeah.
Gives you a good size wheel look. You get that 20 on there, you get that 10, you get that a little bit of a dish going on there. But guess what? Shit's not fucked.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I went away from that conversation. I feel like we both grew a little bit. I was like, I'm glad we had this talk. But he's like, yeah, dude. Like I was literally about to spend like $7,000 on wheels and tires. I can get 20 by 10s for like half that cost. I'm like, yeah, you
and they
probably
ride
can.
way better.
Yeah, it's going to ride way better. You're not going to blow through wheel bearings and ball
Or
joints
tires,
all
too.
the time. Yeah. And sir, if you're listening, I hope you're still having a fun time with the 20 by 10s.
Yeah.
I appreciate our
Yeah.
talk. This
Like
was,
I said,
again,
if
this was
you-
like
if you-
5 years ago.
If you guys have checked out our Rate My Ride, there's plenty of trucks on that Rate My Ride that have a stylish, good-looking, slightly heavier offset wheel that's not ridiculous.
Mhm.
Like there's plenty of those. Like there's plenty of wheel options out there for you. There's actually probably more wheel options out there for you that are not heavy offset like
Mhm.
that.
And we even did a episode called How to Do Big Wheels Right.
Yeah.
And we break it down. Like we talk about the differences between like a 20 by 12, 24 by 12, people wearing 16 wides or something like that. And if you don't feel like going back to listen to that episode, which you should, the long short of it is to get that big wheel look without suffering from big wheel problems, the money shot, honestly, guys, 20 by 10s.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it sounds like, or maybe even 22s by 10s.
Yeah.
Okay. 20, but like, make sure you still have a decent sidewall in there. If you're going to do a 22, make sure you're doing at least a 35.
Yeah.
I would say more so like a 37.
Yeah.
But when you have that 10-inch wide wheel, you can still run, you know, a negative 12, maybe a negative 20 backspace or something like that. So you're not pushing that wheel way the hell out there.
It's tasteful.
It's tasteful, and you still get, you know, a decent, you know, you get a little bit of a dish on it. You know, it's
Yeah.
still, it definitely looks bigger. And remember, 5, 6, you know, maybe 10 years ago, a 20 by 10, like you were big dick.
Yeah.
Like that was the shit.
Oh yeah.
Especially on a truck.
Yeah.
You know, I remember in high school, it was dubs.
Yeah.
I got 20s.
Yeah.
Got 22s. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. You got the dub deuce.
Dub
Got
deuces.
22s. I got spinners.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And trust me, guys, like none of them are still running spinners. Everybody's grown up a little bit. But also shout out if you cut your finger to the bone at the spinner display at your local Pet Boys. I did. And I worked there at the time. And I watched several other people do the same thing. I literally had to do a workers' comp
Like
plan.
the real spinners.
The real, like,
Yeah.
you want to talk about death traps? Imagine a, like, I don't know, 35-pound, you know, Ninja Star, the diameter of your fucking wheel,
Yeah.
held on with a couple extra lug nuts, going like, I don't know, 80 miles an hour down the freeway, and all of a sudden it starts spinning with the wheel,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my God, that's like Master Shredder.
Yeah.
He's going to kill me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, literally cut my finger
Rad
down to the bone.
spinners. Rad
Rad
spinners.
spinners.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, totally, man. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap up this episode. Great, appreciate you guys tuning in. If you want to see me and Tyler build a land speed record truck for
Towing a
trailer,
caravan.
we truly had no idea this conversation was going to go this way, and I'm not mad about it.
Well, I can tell you right now, this is obtainable.
It is.
This
Crunching
is-
those numbers, it's
We talk about a lot of stuff that maybe not be that is might is bordering on fantasy land.
Hold on, for shits and giggles,
This is real.
I'm going to do the calculation for 373s because I got a feeling it's got 373s in it.
Even better than we throw a 37 on the back.
I mean, turnings for pussies.
Who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't, as long as we hit 150. Like I want to I want to beat this dude's record by a solid 10 mile per hour. So 151,998. That's what we need to shoot for. Obtainable. Like we could do it.
Agreed.
We could all be in the record books.
Yeah.
I know that's like like nobody like talks about the record books
I mean,
anymore.
I'll be honest, man, if you do-
Honestly, I forgot completely about Guinness Book of World Records until like 2 days ago.
Yeah. I mean, just kind of food for thought here.
There's probably someone out there who has already beat this record, but they just haven't done it.
They didn't know it was a thing.
You know, you didn't know it was a thing, or it was like, oh, yeah, you have to go through this process with. We will do it. I will do it. Like I said, you got kids. You know, you don't need to. You know, if you want someone, I don't have kids. I can drive it. Just let me up my life insurance a little bit before we we do it.
Hold on, I'm looking up two things here. Okay, so just food for thought here. The red line for the stock LB7 was 2,500 RPMs. So we're gonna have to tune the shit out of that
Easy,
for sure.
easy.
But even if it has 373s, for us to go 160.
Okay, I like where your head's at. 160. Let's do this.
If we're gonna do this, we need to
Stomp it.
Yeah, let's fucking go, dude.
Okay,
All right?
okay.
160 with 373s and a 33-inch tall tire, 3,732 RPM.
That's up there.
That honestly, that's a rowdy burnout.
Yeah. Okay, but throw a 37 on the back.
Why are we going straight to 36? What about a 35? What about a 34?
37.
Shit, there's even
Because I wanted to have that look.
Oh, he wants the stink bug. Got it.
37s. It drops it down to 33.29.
Okay.
you drop it about 500 RPM.
Yeah.
That's kind of unrealistic. How about a 35?
Okay, 35 is fine.
35. That puts you at 3,500 RPM.
Perfect.
I like round numbers.
Yeah, 3,500.
160
Once-
miles an hour with a 35-inch tire at 3,500 RPM.
Towing a trailer.
Towing a trailer.
And again, we need to look at the specifics of this. I don't know if the trailer has to be like a camper trailer, like what they have, or it could be like a flat deck trailer, like as long as the weight is the same.
I'm sure it's. I would imagine it has to be something like that trailer, or else they would have just towed a flatbed trailer. Like,
Okay,
think of the wind resistance.
so it would cost us maybe $1,500 to buy a shitty, like old school trailer.
Yeah, but then like another, I don't know, 2,000 for internal strengthening because this thing's not going to stand up to the wind at 160 miles an hour.
Even better. If it doesn't need to stay together, just by the end of it, we have a flatbed trailer.
Hey, whatever happens, happens. Okay?
Yeah, we need to figure out the specifics of that because this is like a Kalispell single axle, like cheap as fuck, nothing special trailer.
I mean, if it were me, I would just have some like 3/4 ply on the front, like behind the front, and just screw the shit out of it, just to give the front some structural integrity for the wind.
Sure, I wouldn't. Yeah,
I'd be fine with that.
Send it.
Fucking send it.
Yeah.
Looking for sponsors. Just saying. All right. Okay. This is going to wrap it up before we get too ostentatious and start actually making some real claims here. But I feel better.
If this isn't brought up during the next meeting, I'm going to be very disappointed in you.
Okay. All right. All right.
And you're going to say Tyler had an idea.
I always give you credit.
Because I want to be there.
I'm not that smart.
I know. I want to be there for it.
I don't.
This is my idea.
This is your idea.
Okay.
On record. Tyler's idea.
Okay.
Just so you know, cut the podcast 5 minutes ago. Okay. No one needs to know it's Tyler's idea. That's a joke. That's a joke. I would never do that to my dude. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. We are about to hop on our live session because it is Wednesday as we're recording this. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at dieselpowerproducts.com.